Hi everyone, it's Steph and welcome to another video. Today I want to share a table runner project using the clasp weft A technique, which is the doubled warp and the doubled weft technique. My son and daughter-in-law asked me for a table runner in some jeweled tones to go with their decor, so I chose a light and a dark green for this project. The yarn I've chosen is a 5-2 cotton. It's actually a recycled cotton from Ada Fibres, which is doubled in a 12.5 dent reed, which will make a supple yet sturdy fabric, which is perfect for a table runner. Warping this up was quite easy. I did choose to start from the center out so that I could make sure I didn't miss the center for when I changed the colors. So I've got light on one side and then dark on the other side. I've chosen to use my coat rack, which looks a bit silly, but actually works really well when you're warping a wide piece, and it helps just to keep everything even. And then once I'd finished warping, I wound on just by unhooking the rigid heddle and winding towards the pegs, and that was a nice easy way of winding on, especially when you've got a relatively short length of warp, which is under 2 meters for me. Because I have doubled the threads, so there's 2 in every slot and 2 in every hole, there's no threading. So I could go right into knotting up my yarn and tying it on, just using the knot technique. Here I'm just using scrap yarn to tie on, then I'm going to go through and even up the tension, and remember, it doesn't need to be tight, it just needs to be even. So I tend to wind on just a little bit just to increase the tension, and then just make sure that every group of threads is even in the tension. I'm going to have a fringe on this at the top and the bottom, just a 2 centimeter fringe. So I'm going to hem stitch the front or the beginning and the end of the weaving, just so that I can have that fringe ready to go without knotting. Weaving this piece is just really therapeutic. I actually love very simple weaves where I can sit and relax. I find it really meditative just to weave. Using the clasp weft style A is really easy as well. If you want a detailed look at how to do this technique, I will link the video, the instructional video at the end of this video, so that you can go and have a look at that if you want a little bit more in-depth look at the clasp weft style A. As you can see here, this particular style of clasp weft gives you a doubled weft, which is perfect when you're doubling your warp to give it a nice even and balanced weave. You can absolutely have a single warp and then do this technique and have a doubled weft, but it isn't balanced, but it is still very pretty. But if, like me, you crave balance and synchronicity and perfection, then this to me just looks right. I chose to do very simple rectangles where the light goes into the dark section and the dark yarn goes into the light section. You don't have to do rectangles, you can do whatever your imagination wants to do. So think about diamonds, squares, circles. You can just do zigzags, you can do really whatever you like with this technique, which is why I love it so much. Now that I'm finished with the weave here, I'm just doing a simple 2x2 hem stitch just to secure the ends so I don't have to knot the warp when I take it off, and also to ensure that I've got a nice fringe. I wet finished this in my washing machine on a delicate cycle, just with a little bit of dish soap or dishwashing liquid, just to remove any machine oils from the making of the yarn. Then I've given it, then dried it flat, then give it a good iron, trim off all of my tails, and then I've trimmed the fringe. So for trimming the fringe, I've just used my fat finger weight width, which is about 2 centimeters, unfortunately. And so I basically do it by eye, but you can absolutely do this with a ruler. You can do it with a rotary cutter, however you like. But I always choose just to do this by eye, using a finger width for the length of the fringe. Stay tuned for the reveal, but before the reveal, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching my videos, for supporting me in liking my videos and interacting. It means so much to me. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button, and if you feel comfortable, please subscribe. Remember, it is free, and that way you won't miss any more videos as they come up. Hope you have a wonderful day.